Ambassador is speaking, Riyad Mansour. Let's listen in.
مرحبا، سأتحدث بصفتي رئيس المجموعة العربية لشهر مايو.
Chairman of the Arab Group for May, and the resolution that has been endorsed by the Security Council regarding protection of civilians, and then Dr. Mansour will talk to you. The Arab Group confirmed the necessity of protecting the civilians and the humanitarian workers, United Nations employee and staff, and we denounce all attacks against the civilians. And when it comes to Gaza and the violations committed by the Israeli forces against the humanitarian workers and the civilians, I'll take this opportunity to make sure that the main principles and the main interest is to stop fighting in Gaza, particularly in Rafah, and to deliver the humanitarian aid necessary for the people in Gaza and to stop the transfer. The Arab Group welcomes the procedures, temporary procedures of the International Court of Justice and the issuance of an order to stop immediately the Israeli military operations in Rafah. The Arab Group confirmed the necessity of committing Israel to do this without any delay. His Excellency, Dr. Riyad Mansour, will talk to you. Thank you, my brother Muhammad, and thank you for my colleagues, the ambassadors of the Arab countries. We decided yesterday in a meeting to have this press conference, and as said by my brother Muhammad, there are two topics that are of extremely importance. First, the endorsement of the Security Council regarding the resolution, which is mainly for or against the brutal practices of the Israeli forces in Gaza. In more than one paragraph, they call for stopping this aggression, protection of the civilians, protection of the humanitarian workers, protection of the United Nations employees, and to stop violence and genocide committed by some Israeli officials. And we need to respect the humanitarian international law, and all the elements mentioned in this resolution are quite important. And we'd like to thank Switzerland and the other countries who supported this resolution from inside and outside the Security Council. Voting was great. 14 countries were for, with an absentee against the resolution. The resolution is another resolution that Israel must be committed to protect the civilians, the international workers, and the humanitarian staff, and to provide the necessity of life for our people in Gaza in sufficient amount, very quickly, on top of everything, to stop fighting and to reach a ceasefire to protect the civilians and to save lives of innocent people in Gaza. This is our first and top priority as an Arab group in the United Nations. We have done that through the 8 last months. The other important topic that happened today are the resolutions or the decision orders of the International Court of Justice. We welcome these decisions, and we welcome the procedures that the ICJ has asked Israel to abide by, on top of everything, to stop military actions in Rafah. And we said that there are certain procedures by the ICJ that ask to stop every military aggression in Gaza against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip, and the opening of Rafah cross, and allowing the humanitarian aid to be provided to the people in need in Gaza with enough amount, and to stop their transfer. Around 80,000 have been forced to leave Rafah, and this is not acceptable. We welcome these decisions, we welcome these procedures, and we support the ICJ, and we insist that the Israeli authorities must be committed, must be respected by Israel and by everyone who are interested in stopping the genocide in Gaza Strip. Israel has nothing to do but to commit itself to all these decisions imposed by the International Court of Justice, and we would like to thank in this regard the country of South Africa and every other country who supported the request of South Africa, and we need more decisions by the ICJ to protect our people in Gaza from this current genocide. We will continue our efforts here in New York. The Arab group will continue its efforts together with the other groups, and in the Security Council, the General Assembly, in order to see these resolutions and these decisions being respected and implemented.
We are here as Arab ambassadors addressing the media. We are grateful to you. We speak to you all the time to tell the truth, to tell the story that should be told to your audience in all corners of the globe. Two things of extreme importance happened today. One, in the Security Council, we are grateful for Switzerland and all those who co-sponsored that draft resolution and those who voted in favor of that resolution, in which no single country voted against it. That resolution is tailored to Gaza without necessarily mentioning Gaza by name, with regard to the protections of civilians, with regard to the protections of international personnel, including UN personnel and specifically UNRWA personnel, condemning the killing of hundreds of international personnel in the human field, condemning incitement by Israeli officials in killing large number of our people, in essence, genocide against our people, and calling for opening all crossings, providing humanitarian assistance to scale, and accountability of those responsible for these crimes to face the justice that they should face. And we are satisfied that the Security Council adopted this resolution. It would be greatly helpful in hopefully having a ceasefire, definitely stopping this onslaught and preventing the invasion of Rafah. The other subject that we want to share with you is the provisional measures adopted by the ICJ. We are grateful for South Africa and those who supported them for going back to the ICJ, asking them for additional provisional measures. And we welcome these provisional measures, including stopping, the military operation in Rafah. We believe that the provisional measures of the ICJ also previously asked for stopping all military operations in the Gaza Strip and stopping these crimes and potential crimes of genocide against our people in the Gaza Strip. And we also welcome the fact that they called for the opening of Rafah crossing, for providing humanitarian assistance to scale, and to continue fighting against the crime against humanity of mass transfer, including the pushing of 800,000 of Palestinians around Rafah to move to other parts of the Gaza Strip. We will make everything possible in our capacity as a group with other groups, the OIC, NAM, the African group and others to see the implementation of resolutions of the Security Council, the General Assembly, and the ICJ that calls, among other things, for an immediate ceasefire to take place to save lives and to allow our people to start attending to the wounds inflicted upon them by this aggression of Israel, particularly in the Gaza Strip. We are grateful to the Arab group for standing together, strongly united to push for all these things. We are grateful to our representative in the Security Council, our brothers from Algeria, who are in the forefront, working with everyone, including in this case with Switzerland, to see the success and the adoption of this draft resolution. Thank you for being with us.
Do you expect action in the Security Council? Will you